Hey attorney, divorce na kami ng asawa kong AFAM abroad pero dito sa Pilipinas, kasal pa rin kami. What should I do? Hello and welcome back to the Hey Attorney podcast. Learn the law with me, Attorney Bernice Piñol-Rodriguez, as I unpack legal issues and frequently asked questions in bite-sized lessons. I keep it simple, I keep it straightforward, so let's get on with today's topic. So ano nga ba ang gagawin kung ikaw, Pinay, and then yung ex-husband mo or yung dati mong asawa is an AFAM, tapos dinivorce ka niya abroad? Abroad, doon sa US, let's say, kung saan country niya kinuha yung divorce, dissolve na yung marriage nyo, pero dito sa Pilipinas, kasal pa rin kayo. Yung ex-husband mo, nag-move on na, nag-remarry na siya, pero ikaw dito sa Pilipinas, hindi ka pa rin maka-remarry kasi nga, kasal pa rin kayo because there's no divorce law in the Philippines. What should you do? I get asked this question a lot, as in a lot in my inbox. Siguro dahil marami tayong mga Pinay or mga Pinoy, mostly Pinay, na nakapag-asawa ng AFAM and then hindi nila nahanap yung forever dun sa AFAM nila because nag-divorce sila. So this kind of situation is quite unfair kasi nga nakapag-move on yung AFAM, yung Filipina hindi pa rin because nga we don't have a divorce law here. So what are the steps para ma-resolve ito? Kailangan pa ba mag-file ng annulment? What should the Pinay do? So to answer that question, you file a petition for judicial recognition of foreign divorce. Alam ko maraming nagtatanong, ano ba yung judicial recognition of foreign divorce? Akala ko ba walang divorce dito sa Pilipinas? Well, let me break it down for you. This actually happens for mixed marriages wherein one is a Filipino-Filipina and another is a foreigner, and yung foreigner na yun ay merong divorce sa kanilang bansa. So, paano nga ba gagawin ito? Of course, you need the help of a lawyer. You have to file a case. You actually have to file a case. It is called a petition for judicial recognition of foreign divorce. You will file this petition before the regional trial court kung saan kayo ikinasal or saan kayo resident dito sa Pilipinas. The essence of the proceeding is number one, to prove na nag-divorce talaga kayo or yung fact of the divorce, and second, na meron ngang divorce law doon sa country ng AFAM mo. So, kailan ba ito mag-a-apply? Kailan pwedeng mag-file ng case? First of all, dapat mixed marriage ito between a Filipina or Filipino and a foreigner. Second, the divorce must be validly obtained by the foreigner spouse or even the Filipino spouse. Dati kasi, yung alien spouse or yung foreigner spouse lang ang pwedeng kumuha ng divorce, but in a recent ruling in Republic versus Manalo, the Supreme Court laid down a landmark decision that says na pwede nang kumuha ng divorce yung Filipino spouse, provided that such marriage is a mix of a Filipino and a foreigner spouse. So, kahit na ikaw, yung Pilipina, ang mag-i-initiate ng divorce or yung AFAM mo, pwede either way. Third requisite is dapat yung divorce will capacitate the alien spouse to remarry. So, that means yung divorce law ng foreign spouse has to contain a provision that says pwedeng magpakasal ulit yung divorced spouse. So this is the reason why you need lawyers kasi meron pang mga kailangang i-prove. Hindi siya madaling proseso, but it's definitely less of a hassle than filing an annulment case. So once mag-grant ang petition, madidissolve na yung marriage ninyo dito sa Pilipinas in the eyes of Philippine laws and you can remarry na. Okay, so this time, let's take a look at comments from my TikTok video because I already covered this topic sa TikTok ko on judicial recognition of foreign divorce. And of course, there's so many follow-up questions. So let's get one or two of them and then let's answer them in this video. So the first question comes from, actually both questions are quite similar. One from Angel Baldonado, applicable din po ba ito if pareho kaming Pinoy pero ako nasa Canada na at nag-file po ako ng divorce dito pero sa Pinas di pa po ako na-annul? And then another question from Lenny Estelong, I am divorced here in Canada but still considered married back home. Can I myself file a case for that judicial recognition of foreign divorce in the Philippines? So both questions are covering issues of divorce in Canada, no? So I wonder why it's a trend in Canada. No, I'm just kidding. But very similar sila. But the question is, it all boils down to both Filipinos having the divorce, or, di ba, pareho silang Pinoy. But like I said, the answer is going back to the elements that I've mentioned, dapat mixed marriage siya. So if, for example, nag-change ka ng citizenship into a Canadian citizenship, and after you became a Canadian citizenship, completely relinquishing your Filipino citizenship, doon ka nag-acquire ng divorce, then pasok ka. You can file for that judicial recognition of foreign divorce. Pero kung Filipino ka pa rin and nagpa-divorce ka, no, you are not qualified. So that is the answer to the question. Okay, here's another question from American perspective. So the American would need to do the same if they came back to the Philippines and wanted to remarry. File to uphold the foreign divorce. Okay, right. So ang question niya is, if American ba ang magpa-file nito, or if, so American citizen and then goes back to the Philippines to marry a different Filipina, kailangan ba niya pa rin mag-file ng judicial recognition of foreign divorce? And the answer is yes. You still have, as an American, you still have to file a judicial recognition of foreign divorce if yung first marriage mo with a Filipina is valid and registered before the PSA. You have to go through the court proceedings before the divorce that you obtained abroad can be recognized here in the Philippines. And done with that process, it can now be annotated in your marital records here in the Philippines that you are already divorced and therefore dissolved na yung marriage ninyo. So you have to go through that process. You can't just come back to the Philippines and remarry, especially if you're going to marry a Filipina spouse and you plan to register your marriage here in the Philippines. So, sa mga AFAM, for those who are foreigners who are in love with Filipinas, and there are some things that make your relationship complicated, like a previous marriage, you have to get your business in order, your affairs in order, and go about this process if you have to. And para sa mga Pinay naman natin, this is the solution to moving on if natali ka sa AFAM before and nag-divorce siya and nag-remarry and ikaw hindi. So, this is what you can do. So thank you so much for watching the Hey Attorney podcast. Don't forget to click subscribe and that notification bell para alam nyo na meron akong bagong video. And please do share your thoughts in the comment section below and like this video if you want more contents like this. Again, this is Attorney Bernice Piñol-Rodriguez, your Hey Attorney on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Remember, know your rights and do what's right.